like it was tonight. Just what did you see?
Yeah, I thought a great hockey game. Obviously, the goaltending was two world-class goalies, the best two in the world probably, and they were outstanding. It was a good hockey game. A lot of chances generated both ways, so tough to lose in the shootout like that, but I thought we played great.
It looked like your team coach was ready to go right from the get-go.
Yeah, I know. I mean, we were disappointed with our last game, obviously, and tonight they came out and this is our second best game of the year. We played these guys twice the first game of the year, and I thought both games were excellent, and, we got a great effort from everybody tonight.
It looked like there was a bit of a playoff snarl also.
It's funny, my wife just texted me and said the same thing. Exactly. He said it felt like a playoff game, and I agree 100%.
Just how important was it to see that type of effort tonight coming off of the last time out against Washington?
Yeah, it was huge. I mean, we knew we'd bounce back, but like I said, it was a game that could have went either way. Two teams played real good hockey, and the goaltending was outstanding at both ends.
What's the key in building from it, in a way that you maybe...
Yeah, no, we've played good hockey the last number of games, and, you get by the last one, we talked about it, we forgot about it, and we move on. So keep playing good hockey, and you're going to get points. And it would have been nice to get 2 points tonight, but we'll take the one that we got and move on and get ready for a good Florida team.
Yeah, he was unbelievable. He's been good for us all year, and some of the saves he made tonight were unbelievable, and just reads the play so well. And he was, like I said, just great all night.
Well, that was a hell of a hockey game to watch. How was it to play?
Yeah, it was a fun game to play and tight game. I think chances both ways. Both goalies played well. Tough to drop in a shootout, but that's how it goes sometimes in shootouts.
And again, it looked like they had a bit of a snarl to it.
Yeah, I think it's two good teams. That was a fun hockey game to play. Probably a fun one to watch. I think it was just a competitive game, high energy, shots both ways. I think both teams played well.
So again, what can you take out of that moving forward?
That's the game we got to play. That high energy, intensity, the battles, physicality, the pucks to the net. I think all the things you always talk about. You play like that, and if you lose, you can live with that. It's replicating that game and staying consistent with that game.
Obviously, you want to leave with 2 points, but just coming off of the effort last time out, what did you like about the effort tonight?
Yeah, it was better. It's more of what we need on a nightly basis. Unfortunate to lose in a shootout, but that's more the game we want to play and get ready for the next one.
And again, your goalie gave you a chance, as did theirs. Yeah,
he was great. I think he made a bunch of saves that were what he always does for us. Just getting across, reading plays. I think he had two really good goalies out there dueling it out, and it was a fun game to play in, fun game to be a part of, and he's a special goalie. I think they both are. They're both great goalies.
Mika, coming off the game that was referenced by your coach in not such a positive manner, what do you take and your thoughts on the game?
Overall, pretty good game. Obviously, a good team we're playing against, but I thought we did a lot of good things throughout the game, and just one of those where you lose in the shootout, and obviously not happy with just with 1 point. Rather get the win, but definitely the overall play was better. Just gotta make sure we come away with 2 points next time.
And it looked like your line started the game with the right attitude, puck in, hard on the puck, and set the tone for your club.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like everyone was a little bit more aggressive today, and that's how we want to play. And I thought we did most of the game we did a pretty good job with that. But again, it's hard to stand here right now and look at the positives after you lose.
Do you just write this one off as that goalie just stole it from you?
I mean, I have a wide open net in overtime. If I hit any part of that net, we all smile and we go away happy.
This is now 2 losses after the break. You start to worry that some of the positive vibes that you had going into the break are starting to leak out.
No, that's up to us to make sure that doesn't happen. Obviously, it's a lot easier to have a positive vibe when you win, when you're expected to win. But no, we just gotta find a way to play like we did for most of the game today, on Sunday and do it for maybe a little bit longer time and score some more goals.
Did you feel the power play at least did some things you can take away with some positives?
I think we've had in the past couple of games we've had chances. I mean, I don't think it's been a problem where we don't get into the zone or we struggle getting set up. I think it's just just a little bit more maybe desperation, maybe a little bit more direct in terms of when we get a chance to shoot, that we shoot, and the other 4 guys are ready that the shot is coming, so we can crash it a little bit more, whatever it is, desperate or whatever word would you describe it, I don't know, but I think we had some good looks, just a matter of making sure that we take advantage of the chances that we were getting.
With Koppel back on your line, it seemed like he was doing a lot of work behind the goal line on the end boards and stuff. Is that kind of just the way you 3 are configured, where that's what he does?
I mean, I feel like he does that no matter who he plays with, and I think that's obviously a thing that you want to see from a guy like that he doesn't change the way he plays because he plays with us or he plays with someone else. You want him to grow in his own game, and I think he's done that. And having that said, it's you're trying to play off of that and try to put him in a situation where he can use that and get available for him and just go from there.